It'll be interesting to see what Pot of Greed does with this pick. Seeing that they don't really have to address any heroes here.
XD.
I go with the Invoker.
XD.
That's a very good Invoker pick.
Yeah. There we got the Monkey as the courier, and Icarus getting caught out here, gets rolled on by the Earth Spirit. Couple of auto attacks coming out. Cinderbrew from the Panda, and now the Sunstrike whiffs. Icarus will fall regardless. First blood for Pot of Greed. Mir chose to pick up this bracer item. It's getting ganked now, the rolling boulder on top of him.
Roll onto the
Jingu
Earth
stacks. Getting slowed up by the Arcane Curse, and a couple more hits will take him down. Killing spree for BJack Honeydew. Now he's looking for more. The Sunstrike comes through. Mercury's in a little bit of danger here. Or is it BJack Honeydew's in danger?
I think BJack's in danger here.
He's got a power shot up. Oh, he misses the power shot! Double kill for BJack Honeydew. Mercury missing that power shot that he needed to hit. Here getting chased down, the primal split coming out, excuse me, Boulder's now getting thrown onto the bristleback. A lot of quill sprays coming out. He's got to be careful here as now Red getting another boulder thrown at him. The Sunstrike coming out is going to miss. The boulder smash though doing a lot of damage, but the only thing alive now is the Earth Panda. The quill spray, will it be there? Brewmaster goes down in split form. Green now trying to get away, but the Coddle's slowing him up. He gets a little bit of mana from, I think, a wand? Yeah, no, it wasn't a wand. What did he get that from? Mango, I guess? Rolls away anyways. Regardless of how he got that mana, he gets out. Red gets out. Brewmaster goes down during split.
Shard, honestly, I thought that, maybe you just play Brewmaster as a carry now.
I'll have to hold that thought as Ymir's getting gone on the top lane. The rolling boulder's going to miss, but the Monkey King can't miss his spring on them, and he gets a mega kill streak now. 5 kills for BJack Honeydew.
Purposes. But the Medusa's in a fine position right now.
Mercury getting gone on bottom, but he's got the Wind Run Pig Bull. That guy is so fast. Sunstrike coming out. It will land, but Red here to defend his board. See, a little lit over his head though. The Meteor comes out, the Rolling Boulder, he gets shackled during the Rolling Boulder. Red getting a little low here, he will fall after the Brewmaster presses his split button. Doc Oz now TPing in, he has his Stone Gaze up now. Trying to find something here, but they're all just running away. The Ghost Walk from Invoker will get him away, the Rolling Boulder from Earth Spirit will get him away. And now, the split. Medusa gets lifted up into the air, Welshie looking for more. Icarus has the Urn Charge on him. Turning now onto Welshie though. Icarus isn't afraid of anything. Sunstrike coming out, doesn't hit anything. Ymir looking for the kill, but it'll go the way of Doc. Doc Oz, finding his first kill of the game, I believe.
Conveniently, he also has a Keeper of the Light on his team, so even if he does get his mana burn, his Coddle just restocks him to max, and he doesn't even have to worry about it.
Fall damage smoking here. Invoker on the high ground though. There is a blink on Ymir. Ymir will blink in on the Invoker. The Global Silence comes out. The Tornado hits onto 3. Arcane Curse now as well. Cinderbrew going on to 3. The split coming out from Brewmaster. The Boundless Strike hitting 2. Oh, it's a disaster for fall damage. Looking for too much there. Diving to tier 1 of Pot of Greed.
I just don't see how you can really capitalize on
it. Looks like they're going to capitalize on this, though. They're invading the triangle with the smoke here. The Cinderbrew, the Vessel, the Global Silence coming out. Boulder Smash into the combo from Earth Spirit. Quick Sunstrike will take Doc down.
Yeah.
Just as you said they needed to do. We might have to hold that thought as we're getting a smoke from fall damage, actually. They're going to run right into Pot of Greed. They'll find default on the Silencer. They'll get the quick kill, but he doesn't have Global. I feel like Pot of Greed is still pretty strong here. Red doesn't have a way to dispel this Arcane Curse though, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage and slow from it. The EMP comes out, brings Red down to half mana. Ymir getting gone on in the back lines. Front lines, really. Shackle going down on the Earth Spirit. Doc split pushing top, so they don't have their Medusa. Will be a 1-for-1 trade so far. Going in favor of Pot of Greed.
I don't know why fall damage went for that. I don't know why fall damage went for that. I feel like they could have just let the Medusa hit the tower and then defended once they get dove on.
Oh, speaking of getting dove on now, Doc TPing in. The Global comes out from Silencer. Red taking not much damage here, actually. He is now taking a lot of damage and he'll go down. But for a second there, he was kind of just tanking it all. BJack Honeydew will retreat now. Doc has his Manta. This split's gonna end. That's Bruce split for 2 minutes now. Gree getting TP'd on. Ymir back in the fight. Looking to fight here. He does blink in 3-man crush! The Shackle goes down onto 2 now. Gree's very low. The TP out from Kira.
He's not attacking.
Get out. Well, she's gonna get out too. The 3-man crush isn't really presenting anything here.
No, well, she's going down.
Yeah, well, she's gonna go down for sure. But that looked a lot better. Gree definitely should have died there as well.
just the random stuns that are going to come in on like the Storm Panda, the Fire Panda will allow them to be eliminated really fast. And when Brewmaster is just a Earth Panda, he's not really that
got a
useful.
smoke from Pot of Greed, and they know where they're at. Brewmaster walking high
Stone
ground.
Gaze up in 1
He's got
second.
the split. Stone Gaze is up. He'll get Boulder Smash. The Rolling Boulder comes through, connects, kicked back into the EMP. Manta dodges the Global Silence, but he gets silenced up anyway. He doesn't get the Stone Gaze off. He does. He has a 17 charge stick. He'll get that off as well. Greed falls. Ymir falls. Now, Invoker getting gone on by Red. Taking a lot of damage here. Split is down, but Doc's getting gone on now by Monkey King. The Sunstrike off by a little bit, but Doc will still end up falling. Kira getting chased by Red. The Dust will connect onto him. Kira still running away. In the rest of the fight, we got, looks like Icarus and Mercury trying to run away. Primal Spring going down onto Mercury, but he'll be able to get away. Red doesn't find Kiri, but now he's walking back into 3 enemies. He'll get Spirit Vesseled up, Arcane Cursed, silenced up. This guy is about to die. A little bit of heal, not enough. Speaking of Bristleback, he's gotten tornadoed up. The Rolling Boulder will connect. He's got an Ice Wall in front of him too. Triple Meteor going out onto Red. Red will die. He'll bring 3 with him. Soda's still TPing into this. He doesn't cancel.
Why?
Well,
What was that?
anyways, in the mid lane, we have Doc Oz with a DD.
Ymir, sir, what was that?
It's gonna be very scary. They're ready
I
to
don't
dive
think
the
Doc
tower
dies
here.
for the
They see
game.
Red here
Hey,
now too. They're hiding right next to each other. This could be really bad. I don't know if they're ready to dive this tower though. However, Red is just walking into the triangle.
Red
He is
walking
fearless.
into them, though.
Oh, Red gets Primal
Wait.
Spin, gets silenced. The Rolling Boulder onto 3. He gets kicked out of the Meteor, but he will go down just as easily.
Because he doesn't have it, and that's going to turn into a Roche for Pot of Greed, probably.
Maybe. Volleyman is fighting it. They have buyback on Bristle, so they can try and fight it. There's 2 splits up on Welshi, though. The Ice Wall preventing them from engaging further. Global Silence is down. He'll get lifted up. A little bit of counter synergy with the EMP there. Doc has his BKB still, if he chooses to fight this. He's gonna have to BKB now. He'll get it off. The Monkey King is onto the backlines though. Bristleback is up in 2, but Doc's gonna be taking a lot of damage here before that. The Stone Gaze goes off, but he's out of mana. The Manta Style comes out, taking way too much damage from this Monkey King. Doc down for 70 now. Ymir falling as well, down for 44. The E-Blade out onto Wind Ranger. Red is back, but he's going to be the only member alive right now. There's a buyback from Coddle, but will it matter? Red taking a lot of damage. The Boulder Smash will connect on the Force Staff through. Welshi out of his Primal Split, but Bristleback already down. Doesn't even matter that he's out of his Primal Split. The fight's over. They might even find a silencer here. Oh, Blink's a little too far past. Doc keeps going forward in this lane. Looks like Mercury wants to fight, but a bit of a miscommunication here, I think. Didn't realize he had his entire team behind him. Bringing that up to 11k net worth lead now.
You are a middling talent.
That should be Roche for Pot of Greed.
Yeah, Roche comes back up. That is a free Roche. Yeah, it can also be disassembled. I think that's a bigger deal about it.
B-Jack will just pop the
guess there's
Wukong's command going into this. He has the
Monkey
Aegis. The EMP doesn't connect on anyone. Not a too long of a cooldown though. Shackle Shot goes out. Doesn't connect on anything but a couple of creeps. Primal Split number 1 coming out from Welshi. Donkaw's just splitting, shotting them down. Gets lifted up into the Tornado. Red, Boundless Strike goes down onto him. Now a Tornado into a Sunstrike will land. Red pops his BKB. He's looking to go onto that, but the Global Silence comes out. Red has no way to dispel that. Ymir pops his BKB to jump in. Quick Crush takes down the Aegis. Welshi's Primal Split is down just to his Earth Ruling. He will make it out. He has his second split up. But now the Monkey King V-Jack's getting gone on. He's taking a lot of damage here. He doesn't have any way to stop
He's gonna go down.
to
He's
recover his
smoking.
health. He goes down. Stone Gaze, the BKB coming out from Doc now. Greed taking a lot of damage. Kira now going back in. He's looking to get some kills here. The Sunstrike goes out. He'll find the Wind Ranger. The split will be ending in a little bit here. Ymir looking for a little more, but he's silenced up. His BKB is on cooldown. He used it for the Global Silence Purge. Doc's still standing strong though. Full health, full mana. Looking for a kill on the Default. Default taking a lot of damage here. One more hit. He's not going to be able to find it. The Vessel Charge goes down onto Medusa. Doc's still taking no damage here, really. He's got the Manta up again. 20 charge stick. Pot of
Yeah,
Greed.
he ain't dying.
Yeah, despite getting 3 kills in a range Rex there, Pot of Greed running away with their tails between their legs.
Though the Invoker's never going to be enough of a damage threat to really kill this
Oh,
Medusa. He's never gonna be able
Doc
to
is
stand up
really
and
far up. He wants to go in. He's ready to
He
fight
can
this.
totally do this because Monkey's not here.
Yeah. rolling boulder out onto the Medusa. He gets kicked back, but the Will-O-Wisp from Coddle taking a lot of the distraction away from the Medusa. The BKB now popped by Doc Oz. The silencer will fall. Gree as well. He gets distracted again by the Will-O-Wisp.
Alright. Beautiful. Now fall damage needs to leave because the scary Monkey King is up. Medusa like has the gold for Scotty. You need to not get into a fight with your BKBs down.
Maybe want to make something happen before the next roach.
This is the time to do it.
They'll run into B-Jack. Quick close spray will stop him from running away. The Will-O-Wisp will catch 3 with the Wind Ranger shard as well. B-Jack Honeydew taking a lot of damage here. The Global Silence comes out now. The BKB is popped by fall damage. B-Jack Honeydew will fall right at the start of the fight. The Global Silence already down. The Will-O-Wisp doing so much work. Welshie taking a ton of damage. Has to bring down his ulti early. He has the second one available. Red taking a lot of damage on the front lines over here. He will end up falling. 2 for 1 so far. Carry for the other 2 cores. Sunstrike coming out. Won't connect, it looks like, and not in anything impactful anyway. Second Primal Split's going on here. Pushing them in their own direction here. Mercury's going to end up falling for that. Not sure about that Gale Force usage there. Maybe a bit of overconfidence. Tornado will hit on the Doc. A lot of damage coming out from Icarus here. The Manta and the BKB are both up from Doc. He'll choose to pop the BKB in this case. Buyback from Ymir. No more splits down up on Welshie. Quick blink in from Ymir. Quick crush. Ymir now getting hexed and E-bladed up. A lot of spells will hit onto him, and he's getting Force Staff through the meteor. He's taking so much damage, he'll fall. The double Force Staff through the meteors, doing a lot of damage here. The EMP now going out on the Doc. The Will-O-Wisp will hit onto 3 again. Stone Gaze somehow still up. Greed taking a lot of damage here from the auto attacks. Default will end up falling. Potentially he's getting really low. 1 right click. He'll survive again for 1 damage. 1 hit, and the silencer would have died there for the second time. Ends up being a 4 for 2, I think 4 for 1 actually, in favor of Pot of Greed.
Didn't really buy any damage items, now is paying for it, I think.
Another split coming out from Welshie. Looks like they just want to get these buildings here. They hate the infrastructure. Medusa gets lifted up into the air. The Ice Wall comes out to Shackle. Shackle onto Kira. The Will-O-Wisp coming out to stop them from engaging here. Kira will get the invis off. The Primal Spring going off into the backlines. Doc Oz needs to be careful here. He's getting gone on by B-Jack Honeydew. Will get forced out of the Wukong's command. The Will-O-Wisp still going strong, distracting them a little bit, but not by much. The Blink Crush onto 2. The Gale Force pushing them out of base, but onto Doc Oz, who doesn't have any abilities or any items to work with, really. But he is very tanky. He's taking him down. The Shackle Shot onto 2. They'll take down the Monkey King. They'll take down Welshie. 4 dead for Pot of Greed. Fall damage holds their base.
And Roshan is up, I believe.
Roshan did just respawn. They're looking for their 5th too. They'll find Greed. That's a full team wipe for Pot of Greed. Or for fall damage, I guess.
That should be Roche.
They will get Roche here. This is the shard too. What do you think they give it to? Medusa? Bristle?
Well, here's the thing about giving it to Medusa, right? There's not really a lot of single target spells.
Oh, fall damage responding with their own counter smoke. Looks like they want to get the jump. Doc has the Aegis for 3 minutes still. It's a very good fight. They're pretty split. It looks like they'll find Gree first. Quick crush onto default. They'll find the silencer. The rolling boulder will not get Gree away. The ice fall comes out now as well. But Invoker's he got stunned up by the Shackle Shot. He'll go down right off the bat, but Red on the backlines as well is absolutely destroying default. Welshie taking a ton of damage here as well. In his split form, he might have to end the split early. It's only his Earth Panda alive for 5 more seconds. He still has a second split, I believe. He probably won't have to use it. Icarus catches up to him. He'll use his second split now. I don't think he's killable in his second split. And in the meantime, they're going to have to respond to this Monkey King in the top lane. But B-Jack doesn't realize he's being responded to, I don't think. He's going to be getting hit a lot.
He doesn't do enough damage. Like, we talked about this Medusa not building damage items. The Monkey really hasn't built that much damage either. He's only built Scotty and AC.
They were looking so good. They almost had it. But a couple of bad fights turned the course of this game to a very even game suddenly. This Gale Force,
the Gale Force on the Monkey
stopping
King.
B-Jack from coming through. The crush lands. The Will-O-Wisp will get him stopped from running away. He dies. He doesn't have buyback. That's 2 heroes now caught in the Will-O-Wisp as well.
No.
Welshie will fall as well. He does have buyback though. He could come back, but he has no splits. Or he has 1 split, I guess. Their Spirit also has buyback here, but that's 3 kills right there. They're staggering the kills here. The Invoker's back up now, but they're down a Monkey King. They don't know he doesn't have buyback, but they might just try to end anyway. The Tornado now into the EMP. The Crush going down on the Invoker. There's so much damage going on to Kira there. Now Default getting caught as well, but Mimir's going to be the one going down here. A bit of a Hex going out on the dock. He has all of his items still. Aegis for another minute. No buyback from Monkey King because he doesn't have it still. Default taking a lot of damage here. Mercury will find the Invoker on the backlines. There's no cores left for Pot of Greed. There's just Welsh and he doesn't have Split. He doesn't have Split.
He doesn't have a Radiance though.
And Gree going to be taking a lot of damage here. The Rolling Boulder will get him away from the time being, but Red just chunks him with a right click. Now Welshie trying to get away from this Doc Oz Medusa, absolutely destroying the buildings. Aegis still up for another 30 seconds as well, and Doc is full HP. BKB off cooldown in a second. Stone Gaze off cooldown. Manta off cooldown. They have everything to keep going here. They don't know that Monkey doesn't have buyback, and he will be up in 15, so they are going to have to back off here. But that is huge. Swinging the net worth lead to Fall Damage's favor. Wow. Now 60 minutes almost into game 1. I don't know why I said almost. Still 7 minutes away from that. A lot can happen in 7 minutes. He hasn't sold them yet. They're in his stash. I think he's getting ready to sell them if he's about to die.
He's getting ready to sell them if he needs the money.
Big brain plays. The smoke from
really
fall
smart.
damage. But yeah, Honeydew is already at half HP. He has the Aegis, he has the BKB, but he's going to be losing his first life pretty fast here. The split onto Red in the backlines. The Will-O-Wisp going to be distracting most of those Brew Pandas. Now, BJ Honeydew coming back for his second life. The Crush will not hit before the BKB. Doc getting lifted during his Stone Gaze. He has his BKB. He's going to have to pop it here. Going to get Force-Staffed out. The Gale stopping the engage from Pot of Greed here. The Aegis is now down. Just Cheese Up. Cheese Up on Welshie. Welshie has his second split charge. He's going to get lifted up. The Cataclysm coming out, not doing anything really. Not hitting many heroes at all. The Disarm onto Doc Oz from the Deafening Blast though, doing a whole hell of a lot right there. Still disarmed. The Hex going out on the Doc. The E-Blade. He's going to have to sell his bots here soon, Doc. He does sell the bots. He does have buyback now. He's going to have to buy back here, I think. And he will. Backdoor protection is up. The Shackle Shot does hit onto Default. Stopping the disengage with the Gale Force. Default getting focus fired. B-Jack pump faking the Boundless Strike. Tornado comes out to try and prevent an engage from fall damage. Red charging in head first though. No BKB up. The Will-O-Wisp will not land on anyone this time. And Doc Oz...
Don't chase this. Don't chase this.
Looks like he's backing up. They're so desperate for something here. They want to find something to replace that melee Rax in their heart. Kira ghost walking here. They'll find the Shackle Shot onto Default, but all of his spells are already used. The Gale Force will push him into his team, but Icarus will fall. He'll have to buy back here now. Doc Oz trying to get into this fight. Red already deep into this fight. He pops his BKB. He has his Lotus Orb up again. He will pop it. The EMP coming out. Not really connecting on anyone. Doc Oz now in the middle of this fight. The Boundless Strike comes out onto Doc Oz. He has all of his spells up again. All of his items up. Global Silence comes out. That's already up again. Well, she has split charges, it looks like. He's pretty far away though. Rolling Boulder out on the Medusa, gets pushed back into the Wukong's command that just ended. Red now getting a lot of damage put onto him. The Hex gets reflected onto the Invoker, the Boundless Strike onto Icarus. Meanwhile, Doc Oz dealing with the other half of the team. The Will-O-Wisp will distract with, combined with the Gale Force actually, they're going to do a lot of damage on the B-Jack. Honeydew Bugs are going to go down. The Monkey King down, he does have buyback. He's up at 100. Kira going to be taking a lot of damage here. They don't have the detection. They do have the detection. A little bit more damage. He lives with 100 HP, he's going to get away. Mercury looking for the chase, but I don't think he's going to find it. Meanwhile, Welshie on the front line, on top of Doc Oz and Red, he's going to be doing a lot of damage to them. Though. He had the refresher. Mercury is going to go down. Fire has to back up. They lose both their tier 4s during that fight.
They lost their tier 4s. Okay.
Suddenly, the throne is revealed for Pot of Greed. You might find out sooner rather than later. It looks like Pot of Greed isn't wanting to wait for 60-minute items either. Welshie taking a bit of damage here, but he still has 3 primal splits up. Wukong's command being pump faked. Gonna lose a lot of mana on Red to that EMP. Now the Meteor coming out, the Will-O-Wisp as well. The Wukong's command comes out. He'll get shackled up to a Brewling. Looks like they'll walk out of the Wukong's, but that's a Coddle dead without buyback now. That's a ranged Rax down for fall damage. B-Jack gonna be looking towards that melee Rax. Now the Gale comes out. The BKB from Invoker. Red looking really low here already. He does have buyback, I think. Yeah, he does.
Down.
Silencer down, he buys back. Doesn't have global though. Kira taking a lot of damage here. He's going to E-Blade himself up. The Crush comes out to stop him from running away. Doc looking to do some stuff here, but Gree will push him out of the base there.
It's switch on is off. Now it's back on.
They're taking a lot of damage here on the Brewlings, but it's about to end. He has his refresher, I believe, still. And he already popped it. He has one more split charge left. Global Silence up in 15. It looks like Pot of Greed's good with disengaging from this. But fall damage is not okay with that. The Shackle Shot onto 2 using the Gale Force. Fall damage charging in strong. They're trying to look for default. They're trying to find the buyback kill onto default. But they'll end up finding the kill on the Mercury instead. The Cataclysm comes out. Fall damage taking a lot of damage there from the Cataclysm. Mostly just red running in though still. They're still feeling strong. Looking for more. The buyback from Mercury. They're looking to find something. Anything.
All damage needs to watch
their
their base.
The creeps. The EMP doesn't connect. But red is in on the front lines with Ymir. Ymir's going to be taking a lot of damage here. B-Jack Honeydew has come back into the fight. The Gale pushing them onto the Dusa. But the Dusa gets disarmed by a quick hit by the... Oh, I can't even remember the side's name, but anyways. Bristleback will fall here. No buyback now. It's a dieback for Bristleback. Just Doc Oz alive now.
They want him.
The Manta dodge on the rolling boulder, but he's hexed up. He's disarmed up. He's going to be going down here, potentially doing a lot of damage on his way down. He'll get disarmed again. The stone form on his eggs, though. Mercury looking to try and do something, anything in this fight. But Doc Oz will end up falling. Mercury will end up falling. That's 2 diebacks for fall damage. Pot of Greed loses nothing. The desperate chase from fall damage doesn't pan out. 4 dead, no buyback in this 62-minute game. 34k now lead. GG is called. Pot of Greed takes the first game. Series will start off 0-1.
None of this is important except the 1 armor. Was it really that big? No way.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's the last pick AA, eh?
Doc is gonna walk into them.
Yeah, they're gonna...
Nope, they see him on the ward. They see him on the ward.
The other direction. They're preparing for this fight. This is gonna be a 5-man fight potentially. No, both teams just back up.
Night vision. I don't think they saw each other.
Oh, it's gonna be a 5-on-5. Here we go. 5-on-5 level 1 fight. A quick burrow strike onto the X. No, the arrow lands on the Welshie. That's gonna be first blood for fall damage. It goes the way of Ymir. First blood for Ymir. Quick action before the runes spawn. Mid lane, Lina's pulling ahead by quite a bit. Looks like Doc's trying for an aggressive play, but Lina has a lot of damage going for him here. The fairy fire from Doc actually is going to be end up taking down Kira. He doesn't even get the range creep before he goes down. Solo kill for Doc.
Green has gotten this ward in the triangle, which has actually caused a lot of problems.
Okay, there's the ulti from DP. Pot of Greed rotating to fight this, it looks like. Fortify used. Fall damage want this tower pretty bad.
Morphling
a lot of Pot of Greed rotating. That's a Blink Dagger on X too. They don't know about this. The Blink reveal doesn't land the call right away. Quick illusion off. LSA misses as well. Ice Blast off the mark. Lands onto Icarus though. 3-man silence by Doc, and now...
he's just chasing them. He's just leading them on a wild goose chase. What the hell?
Huh. The dust does land on the Doc. They do know where he is. Fails the first Spirit Siphon. Meantime, tower's just getting defended. It's taking a lot of damage. The Blink Call onto DP does land onto 2. The LSA onto 2 as well. Okay. The Dragon Slave into Laguna lands as well, but the Epicenter is really big. Welshie taking a lot of damage. On the backlines though, the CK is just absolutely ruining. The stun goes onto the Doc Oz. He does get a little Spirit Siphon on, but it's not enough to really matter. Red shows up. It looks like he's just going to be falling here. He has to do the strength shift. Has no damage now because of that. He did shift into Axe though. He did morph into Axe. So he can change into an Axe here. He's got the waveform up. He should be okay. Coming out from Pot of Greed though. They're looking for more. They want to press their lead. 4k net worth lead at 15 minutes.
Oh, they don't want to give up this mid tower on damage though.
Blink in from Ymir. He'll get Blink called himself. Oh, but the Exorcism coming out now. The Treant ulti onto 3. Yule's up from Kira. He's out of mana. The Ice Blast. Doc will get out of it in time. They're looking for the kill on the Kira. The Grave saves just in time. Chaos Knight going on to Red now, but Red's going to be able to strength shift up pretty well. Doc Oz getting pretty tanky. The Cold Feet, though, will stop any aggression that he might have had ideas of doing.
And that was just a little bit of impatience by Ymir. They didn't know he was there. If they just waited 2 seconds for Epicenter cooldown, that would have been at least 3 kills.
But they have a Siege Wave and Exorcism up. This should be a tower.
That is
they
a
have
tower.
The Blink Call onto Doc.
So much better.
Taking a bit of damage here. He'll get pulled back in by the CK. The Chaos Knight will end up taking him down. Doesn't get the dunk, but the Epicenter return kill potentially. The arrow, the Grave, saving so many people this game. The call now, he will end up falling to Mercury on the Mirana, and he will be able to get out of that as well. The Sandstorm covering his escape. Yeah, he's actually dead rushing the drum boots. He doesn't even use the drum charges first. They're looking for a smoke on Pot of Greed though. Counter smoke by fall damage.
They missed!
The Nature's Grasp on the 4. The call will miss. The Epicenter onto Kira. The Grave gets off in time. The Yules also gets off in time. Mercury going to be jumping away from this Chaos Bolt using all 3 leaps. Chaos Knight's going to keep chasing deeper though. Chaos Knight is basically out of this fight. Mercury will get away on a sliver of HP. Red now getting Lagooned up. He gets the Strength Shift off though. He's going to be able to potentially be fine. The Blink call from Welshi. He's going to go down. He finally goes down. The arrow hits onto Welshi though. Now, BJ Honeydew back into this fight. Another Spirit Siphon will take down Welshi, but Doc all alone here in this fight. Doesn't have Exorcism. He will end up falling to a huge Shadow Wave from Dazzle. Just the supports left to fall damage, trying to escape. Doesn't look like they'll be able to. Mercury will fall to the Lena. Icarus looking for a way out of here. That looks like it'll be alright. He'll be able to TP back to base. 4 for 1.
That sounds like that, so they can actually fight, but you're not fighting with a Lincoln Sphere. When the only thing that's going to pop it is a Chaos Bolt that's not even being used on you.
I think the 10k net worth lead tells the story.
Yeah.
They're invading the triangle, and there's just nothing fall damage can do to stop this either. Maybe they're going to try, though. The arrow does land onto the Chaos Knight. BJ Honeydew stunned up for a bit. Ymir taking a ton of damage. He's going to get hexed up by the Dazzle Shard. Red is in this fight. He doesn't have much to work with. Still working on that Lincoln's. Just going to get stunned up here. The Ice Blast does go out on the Red. He's going to get taken down very fast here. Kira pops his BKB. The Exorcism is popped, but it's just not really doing anything. These heroes are also tanky because they're 11k net worth ahead of you. Doc just gets pulled in and he's about to get 2-shot. The Dunk will come out, give a little more armor to Welshi. I'm struggling to see a comeback here for fall damage. Pot of Greed just kind of gets to run around this map and do what they want with it.
Dota Plus is also having a hard time finding a comeback.
Oh god. 93% in favor of Pot of Greed.
If they are going to come back in the game, this is their only shot really to do it.
And Roshan's already down. The arrow comes out, lands onto Welshi. They're going to go in for it. The Epicenter, they find it. Welshi already starting off this fight really low. The 5-man ulti from the Treant Protector. Is it going to be enough though? Welshi will go down to right click from Doc. Doc going to have to use himself up here. I don't know if he can survive this. He gets a huge Spirit Siphon off on the 3. The Nature's Grasp as well. Gonna find the Aegis. Morphling now jumping onto the backlines, but he doesn't do enough damage to really sustain this. The Ice Blast gonna go out on him. He's probably dead here. Will tick down. The BKB now pops by BJ Honeydew. Gonna be pulling Doc back in. The Echo Saber slowing him up. The LSA just off the mark. The arrow now landing onto Lena here. He holds himself up on Doc. BJ Honeydew's ticking super low here. The Grave just barely gets off from some good armlet toggles. Kira charging in basically alone here. The LSA is going to hit onto Doc. Looks like a miss. Will hit the arrow off the mark. Fall damage is looking for more. They'll slow him down with the whip. Get him with the Veil. Lena's silenced up. The Nature's Grasp going to slow him down here. There aren't any spells, but there's the spell from Ymir. The Shallow Grave saving him. Ymir's got to grab this haste rune now. Kira getting hit by the arrow. He will finally tick down. Huge comeback gold for that 8x kill streak stopped by that, but they're not done yet. They're going to silence up the Dazzle and the stun onto the axe on the blink through. The Ice Blast not going to land on the Doc. It's very close though. Sand King does fall. The arrow landing onto BJ Honeydew, now full HP from his retreat earlier. Silence up. Doc will get punished for his greed here. Not expecting the Chaos Knight to be back into this fight so early. Can't say that's not working.
I mean, I can ask why.
Oh, a big overgrowth to start off the fight here. They're looking for an Epicenter onto the Dazzle in the backlines, but he gets the Grave off on himself. Every time, Gree's getting this Grave off. Morphling desperate for this Dazzle kill to look for something. They finally get him. The Sandstorm doing a lot of damage, but Red will go down anyway. Ymir, gonna be the next to fall for fall damage. Doc Oz, the only one alive on the front lines for fall damage now. Gets the Spirit Siphon off before his Yule, so he'll be healing up a bit here. The call just barely off target. Doc will end up falling regardless. No buyback for him. A buyback from Ymir though. They're looking to get something out of this fight. Really long TP though from all these buybacks. Mercury might be chasing a little too far. The arrow does land. The Nature's Grasp. The stun from Sand King. The Sandstorm will take down Kira here. Bijak though looking for a little more. The Yules from Ymir onto himself. Doesn't give him enough time to get the blink off. He will end up dying back. That's 2 diebacks, I believe, for fall damage. That's a 6 for 3. 7 for 3.
I think it's 7.
Yep. Full team win. Doesn't get better than this. Pot of Greed, looking to end the game. Pushing high ground, throwing out an arrow. Doesn't land. They scout out where well she's positioned. Doc choosing position on the other side. LSA dropped out. Doesn't land on anything. Just some poke. Arrow does land. Potential for initiation there. Treant walking in. Overgrowth onto 4 heroes. But instantly dies. The epicenter going out onto the hero with the Aegis. Not even half HP yet. Red jumping in. He has his BKB. He does pop it after the Linken's pops. BJack Honeydew ticking down a little low here. But he's going to be able to just walk out, kite out the BKB. Exorcism not popped. BKB on Doc not popped. That's about all they have left. Up to a 24k net worth lead now. For Pot of Greed. Looking for arrows of destiny here. 25k net worth lead now. Sandstorm popping up as a defensive posture. Call gets canceled.
Cancels the blink dagger.
It works.
He gets pinged by his own team. Or tipped by his own team. You love to see it.
If it fits, it ships. They're holding.
What?
You ever heard that one before?
No.
Just me. Doc is standing in a very confident position here. Arrow not going to land on anyone. Just keeping these waves pushed out. BJ Coney walking up before his
epicenter now. What is Mr. C Chaos Knight afraid of? There's no FP, no overgrowth. He just walked up.
They have Aegis still for 2.5 minutes. There's no waiting out this Aegis. Arrow coming out, lands on the B-Jack. This might be the opening they've been looking for. The call on the Morphling, though, into the A-Blast. It's going to go down. No buyback on Morphling, down for 50. The BKB and the Exorcism popped on Doc Oz. They're just going to back off, though. They were ready to kite out this BKB from Doc. Kira staying in a little bit longer, but they're ready to kite out this Exorcism. No commitment yet from them. They know that this Morphling kill isn't the big kill they need. Now, Sand King going to go down. Ymir down. Another Overgrowth out from Icarus. Doc Oz going to end up falling down here. No buyback for Doc either. Down for 70 seconds. Icarus falls as well. Down for 50 seconds. No fall damage buybacks at all. GG, well played, called. Pot of Greed takes the series 2-0 over fall damage.
I think that fall damage just got outdrafted 2 games in a row.
That's fair.
I mean, like, heavily out. Like, there are some times where I will say that, like even if it's an outdraft, it's playable. I feel like both of these drafts, particularly this one, were extremely difficult for fall damage to play. And I hope that that's something that they work on